Hello, everybody. I am just checking in with a few comments, I guess, and suggestions, reminders, advice, however you want to phrase it. It's me saying, hey, no class Thursday. That's tomorrow because I will be in Minnesota, where I've never been, for a professional conference. And I will have access to the computer all weekend. Obviously, it's a professional conference, so we will be working. If you need me, you may, of course, reach me there via email. Okay, as you are working on your revisions, I just want to remind you of a few different things, okay? Having looked at a handful of the analyses, the problems seem to be quite similar. Largely, they are developmental. Move out of being totally general, all right? Provide some specific examples. You're looking at, or you're situating your subject, your object, in the larger context. So you're taking it and you're saying this is essentially you're saying something meaningful about that particular object's role in our culture, in our society, our perspectives on it. You don't have to cover all of those things, okay? You could talk for pages and pages about the significance of clothing in our culture, but you can't do that in a 2 or 3 page analysis, so focus on one angle, all right? Use your sort of pruning skills to identify a direction and then stay consistent with that and provide some very good examples of that. Remember that your job when you analyze is to offer a critical understanding of this particular object, place, whatever it is that you're examining in the larger picture. Okay, may you use first person? Yeah, maybe you begin with that. That's fine. I don't expect you to stay there. It's not a narrative. It's not an observation. It's you saying something about this object as it pertains to the larger culture, or you're analyzing its role in our understanding of things, or maybe you're analyzing its contributions to us as humans, whatever it may be, okay? But you don't want to stay in story mode. All right, so that particular analysis for some of you will lead you out of your own scope. So if you're using an outside resource, maybe you want to relate how much money people spend on coffee a year. If you're writing about, like I was there talking about for a while, my coffee cup or my coffee consumption, something like that, and I wanted to detail the amount of money that people spend on cup of coffee daily or whatever it is, or cups of coffee daily. You could certainly research that. If you do, you need to use attribution. Go to the OWL at Purdue and look up MLA citation, and you'll be just waltzed right through that particular process, which is actually quite simple. In other news, you have for Tuesday a final draft of your mini portfolio due, including a cover page with images, okay, and an original title. And then you have a description piece. If you are one of the classes that I had post your description piece on the discussion board, you can copy and paste that. You can revise it. You can do whatever you want. But your first paper inside the mini portfolio is going to be the description. Second, the observation. Same thing. Privy to revision. Third, the narrative. All of you should be revising that narrative. You got feedback on it. You should be making that narrative better. And then the fourth piece, the analysis that you're working on a revision for right now. The last section, the last thing you're going to do is reflect on the whole portfolio. This is an informal opportunity for you to, in a page or two, talk a little bit about what you did, how you feel about what you did, why you did what you did, from the selection process at the very beginning to the final piece of it where you go back now and you maybe as you were choosing images for your cover page or whatever it might be. But I want you to take into consideration what you learn about yourself by reviewing these documents, what you learn about yourself as you relate to the world and to this particular object, and also what you learn about yourself as a writer. Where do you see your strengths? Where do you think you still need to work a little harder. Think about this as a sort of meta writing experience. It's you writing about yourself as a writer and also as a person. All right, so think about that. I have also posted the reading assignments for the Glass Castle. I will be very shortly posting your literature circle roles and a brief description of those roles for your respective groups. If you're not familiar with that, don't panic yet. We're not going to start doing that until the Thursday when we're back. But as you're reading, it's very beneficial to be able to take some notes. And if you are, for example, a summarizer, you're going to want to take special note of the key and most significant elements that are occurring during that time. So that's where we are right now. Okay, have yourselves a fantastic weekend. Work hard on those papers. Enjoy your day off tomorrow, and I shall see you all on Tuesday.